Hi guys, this is Russell here. Um, Today I'm going to be kind of showing off what I've been working on this semester in my Intro to Engineering class. We were tasked with making a robot, and we named him Wheatley after, if you've played it, Portal 2. There's a character whose name is Wheatley, and he's kind of like a spherical robot. But I'm a game design major, so that's why I kind of gave him the name. But basically, what we were tasked for our final project is to have a robot kind of navigate this crazy maze. And this is kind of like a post thoughts kind of video. Unfortunately, I missed the initial date to give the presentation. I was giving a speech on game design at Blake High School, so this is kind of a makeup, if you will. But basically, we needed to figure out how to solve the problem of navigating through the maze. And this is definitely a difficult challenge. I'll say that. Um, the big issues that we've been having, and I'll pull up our final code, is our deadband. Um, our deadband with our photo sensors has been extremely uh, small. It's normally about 1. Um, so we got it to a point where sometimes, like obviously in this code, we got it to about 10 digits. But normally throughout the entire project, it's been about 1, which is crazy hard to program with. So actually what we decided to do is we decided to set up, a bunch of if statements that will execute different navigation routines to kind of help it navigate mainly this maze. Um, but right now, the big challenge that we've having is getting Wheatley to go through all 3 simultaneously. He's been able to navigate each one of these just fine on their own, but as a whole, he does have some difficulty. Um, and part of the big problem I know with the ramp is the outside lighting here is much darker than the classroom. The classroom is very well lit. So sometimes when he goes up the ramp, he'll actually execute one of the cube navigation routines because he thinks he's seeing a black line. And like I said, that's because our deadband is crazy small. We've tried hooking up, I'm blanking on the name of them, but we've tried hooking up different ones and trying to increase that number, but it's doesn't seem to be working too well, unfortunately. The last part, the maze, our goal is we have 2 photo sensors that we have them set up so they detect at different lengths, but if they both equal 1 or 0, I forget the number off the top of my head. I'm recording this at a late hour, but if they both equal, a certain number like 1 because they detect something, then they'll execute some hard code, which is just the same code that we used for our first group project, which is to navigate the maze. So the last part I'm not too worried about. He's done it before, and like I said, he's done each one of these individually, but as a whole, to be honest, it seems like a bit of luck is going to be required. That's just a cool drawing we got of the robot. But yeah, for the most part, it's just been a fun learning experience for me. This is one of the last classes I need to graduate. So yeah, I always, as a game designer, I do enjoy programming. I think of it kind of as a really complicated puzzle. But when you throw in a robot into the mix, you know, it's a lot more complicated than just compiling code. Because in a game, if you compile code on the computer will be like, yeah, everything compiled right. Or if there's an error, it'll let you know. But with a robot, It's a little bit harder because the robot doesn't give, it can't talk to you. It can't be like, hey, I see this black line. I need to be turning, this amount of degrees left or whatever. So, but yeah, it's a fun class. I enjoy uh, kind of tinkering with robots and circuitry and all that stuff, and I learned a lot in this class. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching.